Hello everyone, and welcome back. Let's play Pathfinder Kingmaker. I'm your host, Colors Fade. On a turn-based Thursday, it's episode 62. We have some work to get done. What we still have going on in the main quest is the Vanishing of Arnhold. So we have to do this. We have to find the relic that the Lost Sisters are looking for in the Valley of the Dead. Vorticai along the Cold Trail. That part is done. So that is all the stuff that you have to get. These are all the finished quests. I don't care about those. I care about these. So this is the important part. And then we have a bunch of different companion quests that we kind of have to try to fit in here. Lindsay is waiting for an audience though. So we're going to go see her. We've been trying to level up our counselors. Is what we've been trying to do. But that becomes more and more difficult as we get closer and closer on the timer here. A young man runs into the throne room. His clothes, formerly stylish and sophisticated, are torn and muddy. Your Grace! Hey, Shaylin, I made it here alive. I beg you, please help us. Alandi? What in the hells are you doing here? Lindsay bursts out angrily. Oh, Lindsay, I'm so glad to see you. Forgive me, Your Grace, for my lack of decorum. My name is Alandi. I attended the Pataxian Academy of Grand Arts with Lindsay. Our teacher, Eobald the Insightful, has been forced to flee the wrath of King Eobald along with a group of his students. We almost made it to the capital, but we were caught. I only managed to escape to find help. Lindsay opens her mouth, about to say something harsh, but she realizes the gravity of Alandi's words and interrupts herself. What do you mean? Professor Eobald is in trouble? Jarex, we have to help. I see. Well, why did you run from Eobald? King Eobald is a jealous ruler. He doesn't intend to hand the title of the region's cultural capital over to anyone. He may have thrown our teacher out of the academy, but he would rather see Eobald dead than working for any of Patax's neighbors. And if the refugees return to Patax, they won't be spared the chopping block. Why didn't you send word in advance? Eobald has spies everywhere. If our teacher had tried to contact you, we wouldn't have made it out of Patax at all. Well, why come to my lands? One of the Academy's most talented students already found shelter here after fleeing the tyrant's wrath. Alandi bows politely to Lindsay. Your books are quite popular in Patax. They're a living reminder that culture yet blooms beyond Eobald's reach. We had hoped, Your Grace, that you would take us under your protection as well. Lindsay winces but says nothing. What's wrong, Lindsay? No, yes. Is something wrong? She says no, yes, not important right now. We need to save Professor Eobald as soon as possible. Well, where will we find him and his students? Eobald's thugs caught up with us near a giant tree, a sycamore. I think if you go immediately, you should have time to intercept them. Fine, we'll help your teacher. Great. Lindsay says, I can't believe Eobald actually kicked out Professor Eobald. Well, it's his loss. We'll save him. Just don't go without me. I miss my old teacher terribly. We're not going to go without you, Lindsay. So I have a feeling this is one of those things that we have to deal with right now, urgently, as we did with Ekin. But this shouldn't take us more than a day. So here's what we're going to do. Well, on second thought, we're going to level everybody up, and in doing so, we may have to rest for some spells. So let's do that. I'm going to save, and then we're going to level up. Okay, let's get everybody leveled up. So for me, I am Rogue. Wizard, Eldritch Knight. We take Eldritch Knight the rest of the way until we run out of that. And then you can switch over after that to either more Wizard or Slayer is always fun just for some extra smackdown. In fact, what do I do? What do I have on my character? EK to 10, Thessalonian Specialist, Knife Master. Oh, that gets you to 19 if you go to EK to 10, and that's pretty much when the game ends. So we don't have to worry about much beyond that at this level. Get a feat. Ability scores, mobility, trickery, stealth, and persuasion. Now, improved 2-weapon fighting. Okay. 2-weapon fight. Let's see. So 2-weapon fighting. What have we picked up here? 2-weapon fighting, accomplished sneak attacker, blind fight. I'm taking a look at my chart here to see what I got. Martial weapons proficiency, which we picked up. Seize the moment. Is that the last thing we picked up? We got blind fight, outflank. We picked up combat reflexes and weapon focus. We don't have seize the moment yet, I don't think. Or do we? Let's take a look at this. Let's go. Seize? Seize in here? Seize the moment. Oh, we already picked it up. Good. Okay, I can see everything down here. All right, so did we pick up combat reflexes? We did. Well, this makes things nice. That means we already have so many of the things that I had on my list of. I have an Excel spreadsheet that has my level ups on here. And what about improved critical? Doesn't say it on here. If I show unavailable, what about that? Improved critical? Improved critical. What do we need? Base attack bonus of 8, which we do not have. What is our base attack bonus right now? Well, we'd have to go back to look at it, but we're not going to get it this turn. So we'll take improved to weapon fighting, and then arcane spellcasting, envy, yes, abjuration. Okay, so that's for second level, because remember, first level of Eldritch Knight, you don't get spells. That's kind of the trade-off. So here we go. You can only take what you already have, which is a specialist. So then we get spells. What level is this? These are level 3 spells. What do we have? We have haste, displacement, resist energy, and hold person. Having extra heroism is never bad. These are all of our choices. Protection from arrows, communal. Somebody needs to have that, and it's abjuration. So we want to have it just in case. It comes in really useful later on against Iravetti's group of people. And because we don't have a specialization in transmutation, I'm not really going to take slow. Thinking Cloud is interesting. Let's see all the different things that it says here. Yeah, creatures become nauseated, so they're unable to attack, cast spells, concentrate, or do anything requiring attention. We have Lindsay for heroism. I'd kind of almost like to take Stinking Cloud, because that could be really useful, and we don't have anybody with it yet, so we're going to grab that. Although it's a conjuration spell, and we don't have a high DC. Fortitude negates. Let's not do that. Let's go for buffs. That's what we are, as a buff bot. Okay, now, other people. Other people to level up. We want to level up Lindsay. She's a bard. She's the coolest bard in the land. At level 11, she gets Inspire Courage. She can, let's see. At 5th level and every 6 levels after, this bonus increases to +1 for her Inspire Courage and bonus levels for Inspire Competence. So those are great. She gets her stuff over here. And then she gets, let's see, you can give her point blank shot. You get a +1 bonus on attack and damage rolls with ranged weapons up to 30 feet. That doesn't really matter. What she has is spell penetration, greater spell focus for enchantment. Spell focus for enchantment. She needs greater spell penetration. Greater spell penetration. There we go. And then this. Ooh, so Haze of Dreams. One enemy creature in close range will negate. While in this strange dream state, the target moves at half its normal speed. So all it really does is affect them in terms of, it doesn't stack with slow, and it's basically a single target slow. Okay. That's not huge. These are level 1 spells, though. You could give her Betty Featherstep for the duration of the spell. The subject ignores adverse terrain movements, or 1 minute per level. It's personal for her. Cause fear, necromancy, but she doesn't have a specialist in that. Hypnotism. Roll 2d4 to see how many total hit die creatures you affect for hypnotism. That's not going to be really useful. It would probably be best for her then if she's going to take a level 1 spell to take something that she could use on her own party, like remove fear. And then at level 4, hold monster and dominate person. And then what? She's got Dimension Door, freedom of movement, which is always good. See Invisibility Communal. And then she's got these enchantment ones. Serenity, because that's her specialty. Those attempting to commit violence become stricken with a racking pain and take 3d6 points of damage each round they attempt to harm another creature. That's interesting. They'll do damage as they attack. Most of the time you'd rather spend a spell on your turn making sure they can't attack at all, so. Yeah. Or you can conjure what? A dire wolf and explode monitor lizards or extraplanar wolves. No, I don't think so. Let's go with see invisibility or freedom of movement. Dimension door can also be handy. I'm gonna grab that. I think that might be the handiest thing she could get her hands on. Okay, let's go for Valerie. She's the interesting one. Let's see. Valerie. She is a tower shield specialist one because you can't get rid of that without a mod. She's a scaled fist one on the monk. She's a vivisectionist one to get herself a buff. And then I just go Slayer with her the entire rest of the way. That's our Valerie. But what'll be interesting is, so now she gets some of these. She's starting to get some really cool stuff. She's got outflank, blind fight, power attack, accomplished sneak attacker. I gotta make sure she's got all this stuff set up. So for Valerie, it's pretty easy. We want to get her to Dreadful Carnage. She's got a strength of 15. She doesn't have the high base attack bonus yet of 11, and she's got the power attack. So what we got to do is get Dazzling Display as a prerequisite. So she goes with that, and then she gets another one because she's a Slayer. So we can do a combat style feat. Oh, no. I don't really want to do that. You can grab Cleaving Finish or Great Cleave or any of those. I don't really want to do that. What I'd rather do is something else. I want to do Skill Focus, and we're going to give her Skill Focus in Persuasion. And that's really going to help her Dreadful Carnage later. Persuasion based check. There's those two. Now, Ragongar, my man. Alchemist, Magus, and he can do Eldritch Knight. So we do Eldritch Knight the rest of the way for him as well, all the way up to EK 10. He gets Athletic. Improved Critical. Okay, let's see what he has already. He's got Combat Casting, Accomplished Sneak Attacker, Weapon Focus, Blind Fight, and Outflank. So with Ragongar, we kind of also want him to go down the whole Dreadful Carnage thing, but he's going to get to it much later, because what we'd really like to do first, I think, is get him improved criticals and things of that nature. So he's using a scimitar, and if he can crit more often than everybody else that's close to him gets to hit via Seize the Moment and Outflank. So yeah, so whenever you score a critical hit against a flank creature, it provokes an attack and opportunity from your ally. So that's the big thing for him. So let's give him a crit on Scimitar. And then for an extra spell at level 3, what's he going to get? He has Displacement. So you can give him Stinking Cloud, which nobody else's really have, or you can give him a Fireball or a Lightning Bolt. Let's give him a Fireball for fun. There we go. Next, who are we taking with us next? So I have a whole bunch of people we have to get ready to use. Probably you. Christian, you're gonna come with us. You're a cleric. Pretty easy for him. Now, what does he have here? He has Elemental Focus Fire, so we can give him greater Elemental Focus and can throw a few more powerful fireballs there. Well, not more, we can just make his fireballs more powerful. So greater Elemental Focus Fire, that's fine. And we also want to get Harim built up. We'll do Knock Knock later. Harim, you got a few levels to go. You haven't been used yet, but your time is coming. So for what we've done with him is greater spell focus necromancy, selected channel. Now he needs spell penetration. Spell penetration, my friend. There we go. Because he's the one who uses necromancy spells, where Christian uses evocation fire spells. And so we will give him greater spell penetration. There we go. Okay. Now for spells, let's go see what everybody has here. At level 3, you have 2 hastes. A displacement might be good. Give yourself a displacement there, buddy. You've got those. Okay. Jubilost has been doing the Cat's Grace thing, but we may have to substitute Jubilost out here soon, so I'm going to do Cat's Grace for himself. Those are all fine. He never uses this Expeditious Retreat, so I'm not really going to use it. He doesn't need Mage Armor because he's got the Bracers. True Strike is about the only thing that I might want to hang on to there, just to have a version of it ready to go. Harim, we're not up to using him yet, but we'll get there. Harm or Banshee Blast. What is this? You create a cone of spectral energy. It's necromantic, resembling a scream elven ghost that deals 1d4 points of damage per caster level to a maximum of 15d4. Reflex save halves the damage, and any creature that fails its reflex save must succeed at a will save and become panicked for 1 round. Like that as a in reserve kind of cool thing to do. And then heal is always really good. Bone Shatter, that's always fun. Cleanse in case he gets something on himself here that he needs to get rid of before doing anything to anybody else. Slay Living is necromancy, and I'd like to try that a few times. Restoration, probably good to have a couple of those. Let's see. What's he got? Fear, freedom of movement. Let's not use fear. Let's grab freedom of movement. That's a good one for him to have. Probably always want to have a death ward available for somebody, in case we have to send one person out ahead of everybody else. Animating the dead would be great. There we go. We don't really need any more bull strength because everybody's got a belt that could use that. Bear's endurance isn't a bad idea, but Eagle Splendor is where it's really at, because of the people we have on our team. We have a lot of charisma based users. Okay, and then Tristan's, his is all kind of, oh, let's see. Yeah, here we go. Summon monster 6. Ooh, red caps, Berlani Azadas, extraplanar direwolves. That'd be kind of fun. He's got a heal though as a special one. And he can't, yeah, he can do it like that too. Oh, that's fun. He's got a Hellfire Ray. That's a great spell. He can do Mass Eagle Splendor if he wanted to. Wow. Blade Barrier. Got a ton of cool spells, man. Ton of cool spells. Grab some more skeletons. Or another fireball. He can't do another fireball. That can only be used in his special slot. Yeah. Use this then. Yeah, and again, we don't really need the bull strength, but the Eagle Splendor works. Okay. I've done me. Lindsay's are permanent. So are Regongars. Okay. Well, then let's go take out whatever's going on over at the old Sycamore. Let's go do that. My old notes say that when we get to heading over to the Valley of the Dead, that we should take 2 clerics with us. Now, whether we actually have to or not, I'm not entirely sure. Because I remember making that mental note a very long time ago, back when I still didn't understand well how to play this game. But I feel like I know how to play the game better just because of not needing to heal quite as much. Okay, let's buff. Okay, I think we're good to go. Let's go see what's up here. Where is this party at the old sycamore? It could be anywhere. I have no idea where these things are. Oh. What is this? Ash, the Free Shepherd. A group of young boys and girls play their lutes as a horde of centipedes surround them, swaying their horns and hissing to the tune. A fat mite stands nearby, listening to the stranger's concert with a blissful smile. Oh, Zach. Fine. I play. Eobald the Insightful. Have mercy on them. Look at their fingers. They're bleeding. An old gray-haired man begs the mite from among the musicians. Who can't play can be food, sweet pedicents. No want be food, keep play. I see. Professor Eobald, I assume. Your Grace, Lindsay, pray, Shaylin, I beg you save us from this music connoisseur. Hey, mite, whose bodies are these? Why no, some bandits. First chase musicians with knives, then go at pedicents. Sure, we not refuse free food, right, sweeties? Right? Hold on, bards, we'll save you.
Do it the hard way.
I want to fight. Feel like fighting. Maybe I don't feel like fighting. It's gonna be a while before we get to Lindsay, isn't it? Well, we're gonna try. Lindsay, I need you to mez all these guys. We're Gongar. Wait, we're just about to Lindsay mezzing stage. Here comes the mite. You don't do anything yet. No. I want you to go before we mez. Yep. What about something like this? That was nicely done. Good job. Jubilost is not enjoying that. Let's go to Fascity. This. Now, you, my friend. Who do you want to attack? Well-fed, ferocious centipede. Which one's going to go first? If you attack him, you probably can't attack that one. Or that one. Yeah, attack that one. Kill that one. Can you turn and hit any of the others? No. Rogangar, it's up to you, buddy. Okay, my man.
I'll cut you.
Very deadly.
I'm getting killed
I
here.
know you are. I don't know what your problem is. Why do they like you so much? Bomber's Eye. I don't want Bomber's Eye. I want this. Dead. There you go. Jubilost. Oh, it did not get fascinated.
Let us strike as one.
There we go. Oh, and now Jubilost is leveled up. Great. Well, Mr. Eobald. Look who's here. Lindsay. And is this his grace? Praise all the good gods, you made it just in time. A bit longer and we'd have been done for. I must say your books have been very successful. Starting your own publishing house with the printing of a book banned by Eoveddi's personal order. Well, that was a bold move. I'm so proud of you. Teacher, I'm so glad to see you. I can't believe that talentless hack Eoveddi kicked you out of the academy. I wish everyone could see what a philanthropist and patron of the arts he really is. His tricks could make up a whole book. You know, Lindsay, that's not a bad idea. I know many details of just how much harm the king brought upon his own academy. If you find yourself with time between adventures, I would be happy to sit down and write such a book with you. All the more so now that you have your own printing house to print it. Seriously? You want to work on a book with me? Of course I'll find the time. Let's set off for the capital as soon as possible. I can't wait to get started. Hail, Baron. Now we all... Alandi stops when he sees Lindsay's piercing glare. Is something wrong? You don't even remember, do you? Lindsay says. Of course you don't. But I'll never forget. You and your friends poisoned the years I spent at the academy. Hiding my things, tearing my books, spilling ink on me, dunking me in the fountain. And now you have the nerve to come here. Maybe you want a job at the publishing house too. Professor, what do you have to say for yourself, Alandi? What is there to say? We were students. Sometimes we made jokes, pulled pranks. Sometimes they were rude and stupid. I'm sorry, Lindsay. I'm ashamed of my behavior. I never should have done those things to you. You can shove your apologies all the way to... You hear tears in Lindsay's voice. Please, Lindsay, Eobald says. We are at your mercy. Will you truly stoop to revenge? Is this what you took from my lessons? Tristan says, does Shaylin herself not teach that one should not deny mercy to those who ask for it? Professor Eobald, is any of this true? Of course. I would never dare accuse our dear Lindsay of lying, but I know nothing of these accusations. Alandi has always put his best foot forward with me. He's a wonderful poet and musician, and he's always been polite. If not for him risking his life to get us to the capital, we'd all be dead. Alandi, did you really treat a peer this way? For shame. I thought better of you. What do you want to do with him, Lindsay? I don't know. I'm sorry, teacher, but I can't bear to look at it. Let him go wherever he wants. Restov, Mivon, or Absalom for all I care. I'll even give him money for travel, just I don't have to see his face. Eobald says, Lindsay. He clasps his hands before him. I understand that you're hurt, and I'm at fault too. If the other teachers and I had paid as much attention to the students' behavior as we did to their grades. Eobald closes his eyes and takes a deep breath. I cannot change the past, but please find it in your heart to forgive Alandi. He's an exceptional poet. Allow him to atone for his behavior. Bring a little kindness and light to your barony. Teacher, I don't know. Lindsay looked back at you. What should I do? Maybe I should forgive him? Let him write those brilliant verses of the scumbag. Ragongar says, listen, Pipsqueak. Advice is usually cheap, but this one's paid for off the hide of my back. Don't forgive him. People don't change. He was a shit, and he'll stay a shit, whether you give him one chance or 100. Well, now we will interject a little colors fade wisdom into this whole thing. I'm in complete agreement with Ragongar, by the way. This reminds me so much of the whole Brock Turner episode. Mr. Brock Turner, the rapist. In case you are unfamiliar, you can Google him. And a judge was like, oh, but he's a promising swimmer, so we shouldn't punish him for raping a woman. There were two things I wanted to have happen after I heard that. Off with his head for the judge and Mr. Brock Turner. But of course, we live in a civilized society, although I can't honestly say what the fuck is civilized about letting someone rape a woman and then not punishing them. Doesn't sound very fucking civilized to me. So while I'm on my soapbox up here cursing away over Pathfinder Kingmaker, you just might have to choose whatever the most violent choice is for Mr. Alandi to take out the aggressions of sins past that have not been rectified. I don't want to forgive him, and that's not a neutral good response. That's a neutral pathetic response. The boy was a shit, just like Rugangar said. By the way, I know some of these people in real life. You don't have to forgive him. It doesn't matter how wonderful his poetry is. I don't need people like him in my barony. Chaotic evil is the choice I'd like to go for personally. I guess that makes me an evil person then, but I mean, I just don't have use for these people. I was a kid who was bullied in grade school and middle school, and I was bullied by shits just like this. I sympathize with Lindsay, and the thing is, they don't grow out of it, and they never come back and say, oh man, I'm so sorry. I was awful. They just don't. We'll do this. Lindsay, you know what? Lindsay, truly, it's up to you. If you want to put a knife through his head, I'm totally okay with it. Lindsay points toward the woods. Get lost. I don't care about your poetry. And I can't forget how you tore up mine. Good for her. Blondie lowers his head, as you say. But I truly am sorry. I doubt it. I doubt it. You can't just say that. You don't get to just say that and make it okay. It doesn't. It doesn't make it okay. You can't cause somebody a lifetime's worth of trauma that they're going to carry with them into their grave and they just say, yeah, I'm sorry. No, it doesn't work that way. No way. Well, Your Grace, Lindsay, you are well within your rights. Let's get back to the capital. I can't wait to start working on that book, teacher. Yeah, is he going to be excited to work on that book since you sent away his prize pupil? First of all, this is kind of great writing because this is just mirrors so much of what happens in the real world. I love that they have this little story in here for Lindsay. I just feel bad. I still feel bad. I still feel bad because of my own trauma. Like, it's just, I had people who took years of my life when you're young and impressionable and just made those years a living hell. Like, all I wanted to do was go to school and learn because learning was fun. And school could be fun. Like, sometimes recess was fun. Playing basketball, football, those kinds of things. But there were people there at school in my class who were just determined to make every day of my life a misery. And it's only as an adult that you understand that there must have been something going on in their life that was making them miserable, or else why transfer that misery onto you? I don't know. And I really don't care. I mean, I know where almost none of those people are now today. And as far as I'm concerned, fuck them. You know, I can only hope that their lives turned out shitty because that's what they deserve. They were awful. They were awful human beings. It's like disgusting. All right. Allocate skill points for our boy here. And he gets a half a point for mobility. And now he gets this. What's clustered shots? Okay. Jubilos. Let's take a look at what he's got going on here. What he already has. So I think the thing we need to do with him is improved critical. Right there. For his bombs. And then he gets a spell at what level? Level 4. Or really, he gets a spell at anything, any level that we want. We can give him restoration. That's kind of useful. Or freedom of movement. Or stone skin, but that requires diamond dust, which we don't have. Or death ward. Extra death wards can also be good because of the level loss problem. He's got haste. What's he got? He's got 1 level 4 spell and he already has death ward. Okay. Got 3 levels though and a bunch of level 1s. So we could use another level 4 spell. He's not really using anything right now. So let's grab restoration just to make him a little more group useful. Okay, so improved critical. All right. So that's taken care of. I am probably going to have to edit this episode in post. Kind of got a little ranty there. collect all of that stuff. So we took care of that one. Now let's go back and we're going to continue to try to level up our advisors. Want to get as many of them leveled up as possible because, of course, the level ups help them with their rolls, and we've already seen some of these rolls get really hard where we've had to use 2 coins. So we're going to make a save here. And so what I've been doing here is saving since we came back from Varnhold. I've been making hard saves that are just labeled Varnhold 1, Varnhold 2, Varnhold 3. We're up to Varnhold 7, and I'm keeping them all because if we have to roll back, this is much like source control. If you're a computer programmer, you know how that works. If we have to roll back, we want to be able to roll back to a place where we can be successful. Hopefully we won't have to. Last time I played through the game, I got through it just fine. But I just want to be sure because I didn't take copious notes the one time I made it all the way through the end of the game. I didn't take good enough notes to know everything. So get everything down. So there's opportunity for the strategist. That's 21 days. There's a problem with an omen. Okay. And then there's an opportunity with the giant. All right. Octavia or Harim. Now, which one of you can go up? Who's going to rank? We're going to rank him up or the general? He's busy. We have to do him, Tristan, or him. Okay. In that case, we're going to put it on you. It's an 80% chance for her to succeed. She gets +3 arcane on success or triumph. We'll go over here. We'll try to rank this guy up. Culture, 14 days to solve. A whole bunch of things just popped, so we're going to see what those are. That popped for him. He got out successful. Ragongar and Octavia seem concerned. Enough time has passed since the Baron agreed to help his companion. Might be a good idea to do it sooner rather than later. Okay. So it looks like we have to go deal with that right now. Magistrate asks for an audience. Helid scouts. Arrears. Good neighbors. People's wrath. Grim prophetess. Oh, we have a lot of problems to deal with, don't we? Okay. And it, what? Build a town? We have to build a town? Oh my gosh. Okay. Who would be able to do this? Any of them. And then training. Strengthen the storyteller. This costs 20 days. Since this costs 20 days, this is not a... It is not a thing that goes... Not the 2-week thing, so it just does that. And strengthen storyteller skill as a magistrate. You can put her on that as well, but let's see what all these projects are first. Magister asks for an audience. Okay. Oh, I have news. More and more mages come to our capital every day, and it seems a small mage quarter is forming around the artifact appraiser. There's new bookshops, new alchemy labs, and now we even have an illusionist parlor. That woman can conjure up more dresses and makeup and hairstyles than you can imagine. Perfect for an evening out. Just remember to get back home before the spell wears off. However, there's a darker side to this expansion. A necromancer from Geb is looking to set up shop in your domain. He wishes to raise undead servants and rent them out as cheap labor. In his homeland, skeletons till the fields, cut down the trees, and mine ore. Sounds like Gideon the Ninth. While elsewhere around the world of necromancy is strictly forbidden, for in order to animate a dead body, one must snip off a small fragment of the soul that once resided within it. Our guest asks you for a license. In return, he promises to supply us with a fresh batch of workers. Just thinking about it makes me sick. He vows only to use those who sign a contract while they're still alive, selling their own bodies away for a few gold coins. However, I have little doubt that this will lead to all sorts of trouble. First, enterprising citizens will buy shovels and develop the habit of paying nightly visits to the graveyard, and then beggars and orphans will start disappearing from the streets. No, we cannot allow this to happen. So choice effects, we get a whole bunch of things, and we get -3 arcane. Oh, a new project, undead builders. Wow, I almost want to do that, but we're going to forbid him and she'll be happy. And then we're going to go put people on problems and we're going to go head out. So Kelid Scout is a problem. And since he's busy with the undead Cyclops, he has to do it, and it's a problem. Okay. Arrears. Peasants in one of your regions flatly refuse to pay their taxes. Well, Jubilost sounds like the man for that job. Problem, good neighbors, but he's being strengthened, so he can't do it. Oh, that's not good. People's Wrath. The Grim Prophecies. Oh, Storyteller would be good for that one too, but it's gonna have to be you. So, who's not busy here? Christian. Okay, none of these are good. We're gonna have to spend points, aren't we? 75% to start that event. 65, now we're at 90 to start that one. Helid Scouts, boy, I'm gonna have to spend 2 to make sure that you can get that one done. Harem, 85%, start event. Good Neighbors, we don't have because of him. So that, how long is that one gonna take? 14 days. Well, how long is your other event gonna take? 20 days. Okay. We're just gonna be screwed on that one then. There's an opportunity and an opportunity for giants. Everybody's busy. Everybody's busy. Okay. So now we get the blue tag for what? Technic League Hideout. That's the one. Octavian and Rigongra knew they would eventually meet their old enemy again, and the day has come. Technically, so a technically spy pointed us towards secret hideout. Okay, let's go. We're gonna want to take Octavia with us for role-playing reasons. So let's do that. Leave that behind. Leaving it. Oh my goodness, a whole bunch. Leave behind. Okay, leave. I want Jubilost, you're going to stay behind. We're going to bring Octavia with us. Let's do her and level up her. What is she? She's a rogue and a wizard and an arcane trickster. So we'll keep arcane trickstering her. Yep, summon persuasion and summon knowledge world. We'll do that. Greater spell focus. What's her spell focus in right now? Blind fight, weapon precise shot, accomplished sneak attacker, point blank shot. So if she needs, and what is she? Specialist in transmutation, abjuration, and necromancy. Oh, that's her opposition school. So her specialist school is transmutation. Spell focus and greater spell focus. Okay, well, I suppose. Yeah, so she does. Oh, and she already has that. Oh, she doesn't? She does. Oh, there we go. That's what it said. Spell focus transmutation. Oh, so we need to go greater spell focus transmutation? Oh, there we go. Where did she get the spell focus in it? Oh, it's down here. Okay. It's under her wizard level. All right, now she gets a bunch of stuff she can play with here. Oh my goodness. I like making her an evoker, but what's she got here? These are level 5 spells. We should deal with Icy Prison and Fire Snake. Yeah, I really want to get her the evocation stuff. Angelic Aspect, which is nice. Let's see. You take on the characteristics. You gain resistance to acid and cold. You gain +2 deflection bonus to AC and +2 resistance bonus on saves against attacks made on you by evil creatures. In addition, your natural weapons or any weapons you wield are considered good aligned for the purposes of overcoming damage reduction. That would be kind of useful. Otherwise, it's genie kind. And you get +2 racial bonus on all saving throws, 2 poison, sleep, paralysis, +4 enhancement bonus to your natural armor. You gain +2 enhancement bonus to constitution. You're unaffected by difficult terrain. And if you grab one of these things, you're unarmed to strike or any melee weapon you deal, but it doesn't count for ranged weapons, so that's not very good. So, given that, and her specialty is transmutation, which is just not really useful. Not super useful. I'm gonna grab this then. Angelic aspect. The target animal grows, which would be useful if we had Ekin and his wolf around, but we don't really use them. So, baleful polymorph. Your subject changed into a dog. It can attack. I think we should definitely grab that. Let's grab that. That would be useful. And then let's look at her spells. Yep, so let's do baleful polymorph, icy prism, fire snake. We can do that. Got this dragon's breath, controlled fireball. Maybe do an obsidian storm just in case. What's this do? Chunks of hot volcanic rock. They take creatures in this area take -4 penalty on perception. Skill checks in the entire enemy area is treated as difficult terrain, which is the same basic thing for obsidian flow, but it's transmutation, which is her specialization. And her specialization you should definitely do because she's going to get spell focus from it. So she should grab hastes because Jubilost doesn't have any of those. She shouldn't worry about displacements. Lindsay has heroisms taken care of. Grab those because that's what Jubilost was using on me. Okay, let's do all of that for now. I'm not worried about the rest of these. People have these covered. I know she's not going to memorize them, but she's going to have to. Now, can we teleport? We have to go where? Can we go? Can we teleport? How do we use the teleportation circle? No. Fred. Okay, I can't remember how to do it. Let's figure it out. And none of this makes sense, but I had to enter this city and then it gives me the option to teleport. So I couldn't just do it from that city, which is really weird. Anyway, we want to go to Silvershire. And we're there. Okay, let's get up to the technically hideout. Now, hold on. Let's go look at the map and make sure that this is the right way to go here. There's no easy way to get here. We basically have to go up to here. Everybody's going to want to rest at a certain point in time here.
I need to catch.
She's always the first one.
Resting would be nice, don't you think?
Okay, everybody's going to rest and we will manage this because... Are you going to watch? You can watch. Wow, you're a good watcher. You're very good at watching.
Octavia, what are you thinking about? Your face says you're plotting some trick.
I'm wondering whether I'll have time to make it to the border of the Stolen Lands before Reg notices that I put a stag beetle in his boot.
Oh, you joker. Technically hideout, here we come. Technically hideout. Okay. This looks interesting. Let's buff everybody. I think I have all of us buffed. Let's find out. Got enough of the right kinds of buffs here. So they're coming gods, everyone here.
I need inspiration.
Octavia. Well, if you're going to light people on fire, you should do it before Lindsay mezzes everybody. So let's do this. How very nice of you. Lindsay, you should haste everybody. And then what you're gonna do is... Can you mezz people right now? We got some of them. I'm gonna let a couple more of these dummies come my way. Are you gonna go my way? He's gonna shoot. Ragongar, let one more dummy come. Give me another shooter here. Just hold on to that thought. Okay, now we can do whatever we want. So who do we got? We got a cobbler, and we got this guy, archer. Who's gonna go next? This guy, the bard. That's the one we really want to kill. Let's go get this bard. There we go. Get that one. Run all the way up here. Smack.
Do not falter.
There we go. That's what we're talking about. Ragongar. Put a little emphasis on it, maybe. Give yourself a little extra necromancy hit points there.
No.
Crunch time. Snack time. It's as Strong would say from Fallout 4. Always one of my favorites. I love it. I'm not going to have her do anything. You guys don't actually need to do anything. Yep, just don't do nothing. The party is going to take care of it. Okay, I get 5 attacks on this bozo. More than enough.
Onwards.
Oh, Ragongar, you're gonna have to go finish this one off.
Bleed for me.
I guess he could have attacked that one over there, and he probably could have finished him off. That's all right. I'm not gonna have you do anything, Lindsay. You can stop doing that. Because we have a bard, the very best character.
Stay behind me.
Okay. Now, which direction do we want to go?
I shall end this suffering.
Oh, wow. All right, everyone, we're in this battle, and I have already done the battle and gone all the way to the end of this particular zone, this particular dungeon. And then there is a lock box with a really high DC, and all 3 of my characters that can lockpick it failed it. And I had forgot to make a save before trying to unlock that box. So as a result, I've got to do this whole fight all over again. So we're going to do this. I think the thing to do is have him delay. We've got a couple of people in here. Lindsay, yeah, you need to fascinate. So move all the way up here if you can, darling. Then she can do some major damage. There's a technically fighter over here. I think the smart thing to do is before he gets involved, I think she can just do a fireball down here. Do like, is there a guy over? Let's do this. Yeah, because there's 2 people. There's a bard over there too. Okay. And he's going to get smacked by another bard. It's wonderful. So now she gets to go again. Oh, wonderful. Well, she's not going to go. Said we're going to do Ragongar, who this guy is the only unmezzed character we have. So we'll do this and have him go smack that. Oh, you couldn't get over there to actually get it done. Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay, you delay, so I'm going to give you a slightly lower AC here. I'm going to give you a -2. Go smack this guy. Get her done. You're going to get another minus on that. So now what are you swinging against? Swinging against a 2. And she only rolled a 4. But hey, when you swing against a 2, life is good. Tristian. Let's sicken him. So he really doesn't want to do anything. Oh, his saving throw succeeded. What did he roll? A 10 plus 9 modifiers. Okay. In that case, you're going to do this. Not quite enough to finish him. Gonna swing and miss at me. That's nice. Lindsay, let's have you roll to the end of the turn. You're gonna get 3 on this guy. Let's have you go after me. Because I'm gonna finish this guy off and then hit this guy because I'm so close. And if I don't kill him outright, then his AC is gonna be reduced by 2. And everybody's getting attacks of opportunity, so it's great. She can finish him.
Do not hold back.
Okay. Which means Ragongar can take on one of these 2 guys if you want to, or we can just move everybody up, which I think is what we'll do. Okay, let's just do that. Get in here. Lindsay, my darling dear. Well, would you look at that? A telemarketer called me. Lindsay, do nothing. Okay. In the middle of recording a video, I really wish our federal government could make it so that telemarketers had to say telemarketer on your cell phone. So you could just ignore it because it's an unknown number, and I work for a very big company that has locations all over America. So any one particular area code could be valid to me. It could be somebody important trying to call me from my work. So I answer the phone and it's a stinking telemarketer. It's just awful. Okay, get up here. We're gonna do this. Smack the bar. Oh well.
Trails look like.
That was nice. Valerie's over there. Is she? Okay, come over here, darling. Come this way.
Onwards.
And you may finish.
Die for me.
Okay, and
Can you
now
make an epic pose? I need inspiration.
there are a couple of barbarians who are going to come in here from this direction. So we're going to have to take care of them. So what do we want to do here? We want to wait. Let's wait us in front of Reg. Let's wait her right there. He's going to cast something and oh, summon monster. So cool. Okay, bring your dire wolves, you turds. Here's what we're going to do before you all get mezzed. We're going to drop some of this stuff that we wanted to bring with us. We gave her some of these skills so she could do some fun stuff like this and create harsh ground and move her over here. Out of the way, kind of. Lindsay, you're still in this mode of yes, fascinate people if you can. Christian, their whole floor is lava. You want to make it even more lava? Let's make it even more lava. Too bad all of that lava mud wouldn't light on fire. Well, okay, what do you have on you? You don't have this. Take this, because guess what? We're gonna have to a little bit more fighting to do here. Same thing with you. What do you got? You don't have it on you. Spend it on yourself. Wait for these guys to come around the corner. And you can do a little bit of healing. There you go, sister. Now let's see if this guy can come around here. Oh, we got fascinated. And here comes... Oh, fascinated wolf. Fascinated wolf. More fascinated wolves. You want to go in here and blow some more wad on these guys? I think that would be great. Just go in here and nuke the hell out of them. We don't care about them. Be fascinated. Just want to blow them up. Lindsay. Oh yeah, let's just have some fun here. Knock them all down. Tristan. Kill this guy. Fun. So now we have to so you managed to track down my messenger, locate this place, and make your way here. Impressive. Very impressive. I see all that training was not in vain. You old scumbag, playing your games. You think we don't know it's a trap? We're ready for anything. Oh, of course it's a trap. Not for you, though, my darling. Octavia, Ragongar, you've surpassed all my expectations. I can't help but feel pride in such students. I speak to you now not as slaves. No, you are deserving of your freedom. You've proven I can speak to you as equals. I invite you to become proper members of the Technic League. You will become my left and right hands. You can have all the things this shabby baron could never offer you. Money, slaves, power, access to secret knowledge and powerful artifacts. We require just one small entry fee. His head. Valerie's eyes turn icy. She puts her hand on her weapon, looking at Octavia and Ragangar, silently waiting for their answer. Whoa. That's one thing I wasn't ready for. But listen up, you old piece of shit. Do you take us for brainless idiots here? You think we got through all your training and didn't learn the most important lessons? He looks at Octavia. Lesson 1. Never trust Maestro Janusz in anything. And lesson 2. Hate Maestro Janusz with all your heart. Enough talk, old teacher. We're here to pass our final exam.
I'm not afraid.
So at first you might think that he just missed with his fireball and be like, what the hell? But actually he's closing the door with fire over here. He's forcing you to fight, which is totally fine because we have Lindsay. And Lindsay's going to roll right on up here. 5-foot step maybe. She's going to fire this off and get everybody. She's going to make sure that we have haste on, which we don't. So, darling, he is a 2-trick pony right now. Oh, that's so great. Okay, let's put you... Who do we have here? We have an archer, a fighter, and Janusz. Let's go put you right there. None of these guys are moving. We have frozen them in time. We're going to put you right in the center where you can smack everybody. And then you're going to spend a turn doing that. You, my darling, are going to get... What is this? You get +3 competency and +3 competence bonus on perception checks and a +1 competence bonus on ranged attacks and the critical multipliers. Oh, yes. Cast that. Okay, you're good. Stay there. I am going to wander right up here. And I'm going to spend a turn buffing myself with that for a little extra backstabby damage. Holy Lance. Is he evil? Is Janusz evil? He should be. Lawful evil. Oh, well, do you want to come up here? Is this your own weapon? 1 round, 1 friendly creature in touch range. Do that. Gonna be good and do a little extra damage. You're not gonna do anything for the rest of this round. Ragangar is gonna smack the crap out of it. Is he? Which one is he? He's way back at the end. He just went. So this is perfect. Spend a point here. Spend a point there. Drill this guy. Oh, you're joking. I just did this fight yesterday and I totally forgot that he just escapes.
I shall end this suffering.
Oh god, okay. That is the kind of scripted stuff that just drives me mad. Alright. Darling. Well... Special stance. I want you to shoot this guy. Not with that, though. Just shoot him.
Consider me provoked.
Okay. This is a sneak attack for you. Ragangar. God dang it. Which one of these? Yeah, go kill this guy. That's frustrating. I hate scripted garbage like that.
Stay behind me.
Finish them all. Okay. I'm gonna get over here. Yeah, go ahead, fire. Make him sick so he can't do anything. He saved. What with a 9. Okay. Well.
This is for you!
I got a lot of dexterity. I can hit you all day long.
I'll cut you.
What would you like to see? Lindsay, you don't have to do anything yet. He's gonna smack this guy around.
Let us
3
strike
hits.
as one.
Finish him off. Okay, now we have to free these people. What are you waiting for? He's getting away. We'll catch him. We just need to set these poor people free first. No, we don't. Forget them. Can't you see the scum's getting away? Reg, we can't leave them. We used to be slaves too. And we freed ourselves. Octavia, we owe nothing to these people. Wake up, Tristan says. Living people are burning right in front of you. How can we just let them die? Octavia's right, Reg. You didn't free yourselves on your own, remember? These people need your help. But Janish, damn it. Fine. Let him roll himself back to Numeria. Callistria's not blind. He'll get his someday. Enough chatting then. Let's pull these idiots out of the fire. So all you gotta do, Octavia confesses her love for him, which is great. I think all you gotta do is click on them. Wherever there are people. And that person. Is there anybody else in here? Is there one extra person somewhere? Oh, right there. That person. 4 people in here. Alright, so that is taken care of. Losers all. We gotta go get these guys. We can get everything on the way out of here, but I just want to grab this. And Tristan, blow a point here. Healing everybody, and now we're gonna save because we got this chest that we're gonna have to open. Oh, and there he is, getting away through his portal. Hey, stop. Damn that scum. He's gone. Ragonger kicks the door frame, frustrated, and spits on the floor. It's all right, Octavia says. We'll settle the score later. No, we won't. It's over. We'll never see him again. He knows we're stronger now, and he won't risk crossing us again. But Reg, that's wonderful. Do you realize what you just said? He is afraid of us now. The great Maestro Janus just ran away from us with his tail tucked between his legs. He's running back to the farthest corner of Numeria to sit and hide for the rest of his life, afraid we'll come after him. The annoyance on Ragonger's face slowly fades into a contented grin. You're right. That piece of shit's gonna see us in his nightmares for the rest of his life. And now, the chest. Which chest is it? It's this fat boy over here. Search Janush's study. Okay, we're gonna save. And we're gonna do a
Adventures
little
call to them.
inspire competence here. And now you, my friend, go over here.
Give the order.
Not hint, you. Open. And there it is. Old Technically letter, and this is the thing you want for your buddy, your pal, your really good friend, Jubilos. The nanites inside the item provide the wearer with multiple bonus. Formella, owner grants +1 bonus on all attack rolls with bombs. This bonus increases to +2 at level 12. Hope, the owner grants +2 bonus to saving throws. At level 20, the owner becomes immune to fatigue and exhaustion. Catalyst, the owner's bombs deal additional dice of damage as they were an alchemist 2 levels higher. The owner's save DCs are increased by 1. And Focusing Surge, once per day as a free action, the owner can activate the nanites inside the item for 5 rounds, gaining fast healing as well as immunity to poison, death effects, paralysis, stun disease, and effects of the targeted bomb, admixture, extract. At level 16, the duration of Focusing Surge increases to 10 rounds, so Jubilost will enjoy that. And then here it is, the letter. Maestro Janusz. The problem is finally solved, and we have an incident report on all damages sustained by our organization. The company of technomancers and their robotic escort deployed at your command have finally eliminated this nuisance. I regret to inform you that very few of our men have survived the assault. The Myrmidon and lower class robots have been reduced to parts, and only one of their 2 precious annihilators is still in service, although heavily damaged and beyond our capabilities to repair. At least, the case of this disaster on Numeria is finally closed for good, and the complete reports will be sent to you as soon as possible. In the meantime, I can shed some light on the main lines of inquiry at play here. For the moment, this seems to have been the work of a small group of powerful and well-organized individuals referred to as the 5 disasters, until further information is recovered. One android, unregistered, with 4 arms and heavily customized cyberware, which is what allowed it to cause such heavy damage with crippling and awful fatal explosives. We have not been able to repair it and put it to use. All that we have been able to extract is a chunk of strange nanite cloud that settles into a tangible form and some largely corrupted data. For now, our restoration efforts have only succeeded in extracting a self-identification of gears and several recurring names: Boloniel, Sais, Shindra, etc. We are hopeful that the names of the disasters are among them, and this is the only promising starting point for our investigation. What seemed to be a female angel, possessing wings and the powerful holy aura, who greatly delayed the execution of the disasters through her sustained curative powers. With her support, the disasters seemed to heal faster than they could be damaged, and with each heal, one of our men seemed to suffer a backlash and spontaneously combust. A female devil or similar beast, horns, tails, small pointed fangs, extremely nimble. She was the last to fall, even though her damage output did not seem to match that of her peers. She seemed untouchable until the Annihilator obliterated the general region she was last seen in. A human female with very strange powers, attacking our troops with a combination of a bow and mysterious singing. She seems to have caused sporadic mutations and a burst of aggression in her allies during battle. No traces of her or mutations remain afterwards, though we are still investigating. The last case is quite unusual and resists easy classification. An elven male, or possibly half-elf in appearance, he threw himself into the fray, drooling with rage and unleashing a storm of steel and lead with a blade and a handgun. Between 2 assaults, the android scratched him, and he changed into a massive 6-armed creature made of water, wreaking havoc among our ranks with claws, fangs, and weapons. There is clearly still much to investigate. The aforementioned disasters seem to be behind the deaths of our agents and led to the end of our activity at the Scar of the Spider on the Feldale side, forcing us to return to our headquarters at Starfall. Their true intentions and the motivation behind their hostilities are still unknown. Our teams have always been assaulted without a word. Despite this hard blow, you will be happy to know that our activity in Numeria should have been resumed by the time this message will receive you. Kalana, P.S. I attached to this letter a box containing the remains of the android. The nanites take form and fuse, but seem practically inert and unresponsive to our expert and analysis machines. Maybe you can find some use for them. And so what I want to say about that is this. A whole entire game from Alcat based around whatever that is would be really cool. I want to play that game. About 40 hours, me and my party as the disasters, except we're not going to end up dead. I mean, that is pretty damn cool. I like that a lot. I want to know more about. I want to play a full game that has a story that revolves around the Technic League. Maestro Janish's diary. Well, 15 slaves had just been delivered from Ustalav. I made an order for 40. More than half died on the way, and the rest came with some sort of disease. I've sent them to the lab. They weren't good for anything else anyway. We had to change barracks to get rid of the disease, burn the old one to the ground along with the slaves that remained there. I doubled my order for new ones. Delivery is expected to arrive by spring. Worthless, stupid dreams. Again, the same wench as before, all night long, promising me a crown and a throne in exchange for some piece of garbage from the stolen lands. The throne's location and the kind of crown she never mentioned. I need to prepare some magical protections. The agents have dragged back the slaves who fled 2 days ago. I've made an example of them, whipped them to death in front of the others, now to change the locks and shackles. That Faye keeps bargaining. Now she's offering me all the secrets of the first world in exchange for some artifact. So, she wants me to go all the way to the middle of nowhere to search for no one knows what? Just who does she think I am? I'm tired. Not a single night passes without her coming, but I'm intrigued. Maybe I'll have a use for this wench after all. Now Nyrissa comes even during my midday naps. So impatient. For Gongar and Octavia have found themselves a new owner. I should have guessed it would end like that. So many years and so much effort. Wasted. I have to do everything myself. I'm going crazy. Nyrissa keeps hiding her face from me for the third night in a row. I'm trying to sleep both night and during the day. I need some sign to know what I'm doing, what I'm supposed to do. It's dusty here, hard to breathe, but that doesn't matter. There's been no technically hideout in history as useful as this one. I was lucky that some of our people had previously arranged for a safe spot within the Solon lands. There could be no better place for us to set an ambush. It should be easy to lure this Baron out. My dream was short, but I got what I'd been craving. A light touch from Mistress Nyrissa was all I needed. She gave me a chance. My head won't touch pillow again until I kill the Baron. That filth will pay for all he's done, or my life is over. Will not disappoint my mistress. Oh, but your life is over for sure, buddy. I mean, wand of echolocation. Okay. And the table. Well, what have we here? Octavia flips through the pages of one of the books. Reg, take a look at this. Maestro Janish's key. Oh, is it? Oh, by Callistra's tits, this is... Found something interesting here. The Maestro was in such a hurry to leave that he left us something pretty interesting behind. What did you find? Octavia triumphantly points at a page of thick volume. These are the Maestro's ledgers. All his accounting for the last, let's see, 10, 20, yes, for the last 30 years. Do you know what this means? Somewhere in these pages is me and Octavia. When we were bought. For how much? From where? Maybe even from who? I'm not all that interested in my tribe, really. I already know who they are. Piles of shit who sell their children into slavery. But it might still be interesting to pay them a visit. Maybe spit into their faces personally. It'll take some time to make sense of the ledger. We may not find anything, or we may find something and regret ever looking. But I so want to know the truth. I want to understand who I am and where I come from. So, there's that. Wonderful bit of business taken care of. And the door is unlocked. And we get maybe a couple more items here. Yeah. Just some junk. Anything else? A sack. There's an exit. There's a couple more things over here, though. Oh, what do we have here?
Then our leader charged
We're not quite done. There's some people here. Oh, really? You want to hit me with a bomb? Is that how you want to play it? Well, guess what? Darling over here. Darling over here. He's a conjurer and he hasn't got to go yet. What's his spell resistance? Spell descriptors, casting time, saving throws, reflex, partial. What is his dex is 13. His reflex is his lowest saving throw. Darling. Let's see. Hold on. Don't do that yet. I'm going to delay you till after she goes. I'm going to delay you till after she goes. I'm going to delay me until after she goes. She's going to go first and hit this. This is Inspired Greatness. +2 competence bonus on attack rolls. Or receives a +1 morale bonus on saving throws against charm and fear. +1 competence bonus on attack and weapon damage rolls. I think I can do this. I don't know if that's going to count. We're going to see if Inspired Greatness counts on this. And then she's going to try to put this guy on the ground. I want to see if she can encase this guy. Hit him. Oh, did it work? Yes, his saving throw failed. Roll 12 plus modifiers 5 versus a DC of 21. To cast Icy Prison. DC, okay, what's it say? DC 15 plus your caster level, so she doesn't get a bonus from Lindsay's thing. That's okay. This is awesome. Oh my gosh. Let's go over here and stab. Let's go over here and stab. Do not falter, she says. Do not. You want to end this guy? End him. Close. Reg, what do you want to do? You want to dart over here and then do this.
Die for me.
He's dead. Good job. And you're standing right over there by Mr. Icy Prison. That's nice. She doesn't have to do anything. I'm not going to have her do anything. She can smack this guy around if she wants to. He should be flat-footed. Yeah, so that sneak attacks. Hit, sneak attack. Dexterity bonus -5 because he's flat-footed. That's awesome. Bang. And I'm just going to roll on over here and kill him. Oh, Conjurer, Mr. Conjurer. So sad for
Right
you.
here, my friend.
So sad for you. And there's more guys over here. We should definitely take advantage of trying to kill them. Reg, do you got a fireball?
Fun to be had?
Yeah, launch it, dude. Right like this. Oh, we got a couple of those guys. What are they doing? Bring them in here. Wait. You can do something, can't you? Oh yeah, give us some skeletons. That'll be fun. Oh, you can't do skeletons because you moved. That's okay. What am I? I don't have this on. Do it. Okay. You don't need to do anything. Are we hasted or not? Okay. You want to do more fireball type stuff? That's nice. You can do more fireball stuff. And there can't be a whole lot left of these guys. Why don't you just delay and let him run in here? Stabby. Feel the taste of my kukris. Oh, she had to roll that, didn't she? Ear piercing scream. It's dead. That's what we want. Is there anything else out here? This is a pretty big area. Any other loot over here worth getting? Oh, what is that? Identifies a scimitar +2. Reg, what are you using? You're using this. What is this? The slicer, it's +2, and it's runic and mage blade. So that's not an upgrade for you. And then that wraps around to where we were with our giant puddle of oil. Okay. Technically, hideout is done. Grab everything else. We'll leave. We're medium encumbrance, so off we go. So what we should probably do is head back to where is our place? Right there. Camel Step. Actually, hold on. It's like Silver Step. We gotta go like this. It said what? It was 2 days to travel to there, and it should be a lot shorter to get to here. Oh, it's still 2 days. Okay. Well, folks, that part of the episode is done. This episode is done. We're gonna go back to our kingdom and see how many things we can get done with our kingdom. We're gonna camp here.
The fate of Varnhold haunts me. I pray its people are unharmed.
I don't envy that Saren Ray of yours. You pray so much, her head must hurt.
We'll go back to our kingdom. We'll see if we can get any more people leveled up in there, any more advisors, before we get a warning about having to finish the main quest of this chapter. We know where it is. And actually, we can address most kingdom issues from here. So we'll do that next episode. We're going to stop right here. Yep.
My strength retrieves
We're going
me.
to stop. We're gonna camp right there. We have the aviaries,
Someday
so
I'll write a play about our adventures, and you'll have one of the main parts.
Then we'll see if there's at least one actress brave enough to go on stage and impersonate me, knowing that I'll be sitting in the front row.
oh, Valerie. Yeah, so I'll see you all next time on the next episode. As always, if you dig it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, leave your questions and comments down below. And until next time, happy gaming, everyone.